as they wait for the lights to go out. The revs are building. Let's go racing.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to round 4, W2W Div 2. We're coming to Laguna Seca for the midpoint of the Group 4 portion of the season. Giving us these the racing tonight is Circus. Welcome.
Yeah, good to be here, Dale. 2 races around Laguna Seca. One in the morning, one in the evening, drifting into the night. Should be some good racing. Hard track as well, so let's say we get it kicked off.
Yeah, let's roll.
Yeah, we've got the qualifying starting here. So 5-minute qualifying. This first race and qualifying is medium only tyres. So not quite the fastest, and these cars, when you're not on the softs, like to you know, have a little shake here and there if you're not careful with your throttle and brake application. So let's see how Div 2 guys carry on, and we'll go from there. So Steph goes hosting for us tonight, so he'll be first one out of the pits. And quite overcast conditions as well, so may actually help these tyres for quali. Find this overcast conditions, cars are obviously quicker. Yeah, so off the bat, Steph go first out, racing for TDR, warming up his tyres there, followed by Brutal in Fangit Racing.
Yeah, and closely followed by Con for Drive 25, and then I think Con's driving up a division today. I could be wrong there. It's Libriel in Fangit as well.
Yep, followed up by Troy in Drive 25, so he filled in for Div 1, did a good job there, filling in for Tombo, but now he's out in his natural Div 2, so expect to see him do a good result tonight. Followed by Fangit team leader, Vipers Fang.
And then close followed by LP Almonds, another TDR cars, very lovely chrome and black there, followed by Palmer in the other Drive 25 car.
Yep, then you got Dam, duo of Wrestler and Bozza.
Yeah, lovely cars there. And then tailing out the rear, you got Broken Spoke for Team Dodgy Racing, and Hodes also in the final. DAM Mexicans car right there. So from memory, they're going to get about 2 laps, 2 flyers out of this quali. So a bit of pressure to set the lap. So yeah, we'll see if anyone can put a good banker in.
Because it's our only quali, we might hop on board, say Stefco, on the onboard footage there. See how he finishes this lap. Give everyone a show of, what to expect around here at home. It's definitely not easy.
23.7 at split 1. That's a pretty damn quick time to that split marker. I don't know anything about the rest of the splits, but I know second one that's pretty good.
For those in VR, this car looks quite nice inside too, so those guys probably enjoying it. Stefco's not in VR anymore, I believe. Has a little bit of a wiggle and captain's kink there, but still keeping up the momentum, so shouldn't really have lost too much time there. Coming into the corkscrew, down the first, up the second, you can shortcut a bit of that, but make sure you don't get a track limits penalty. 103.6, so he'll know now if he's on for a good lap or not. You'd be looking at 28s is your target on the mediums. So he comes into the final bend here, nice and done, up in the second at the apex, and nicely on the throttle there. So let's see what he sets as the benchmark. 29.4. I know Stefco hasn't had barely any practice either, so yep, immediately I'm not surprised. Brutal has put out a great lap there, straight off the bat with the 20. Oh no, Troy now first with 28.7.
Yeah, Troy's been
So-
pretty quick around here, so I am expecting him to be battling for a podium tonight.
Yeah, he's got no excuse. You know, he's had an hour and a half to warm up with us Div 1 guys.
Yeah.
So pressure's on.
So Vipers has had a bit of a problem on his first lap, so he'll really need to rein it in for his second lap. And he's right behind Armands though, so not really sure you want to be battling on your quali lap. I mean, if your first lap was down, you might have just wanted to give yourself a gap, and unfortunately he's found the fence.
Well, the Exhibit A there is these things. It's very much a flow car. You can't just jam your right foot down and think it's going to stick. It's almost like these longish corners, like you've got traction, a little bit too much throttle, the rear starts to go on you, so you've got to really be aware of your applications of throttle and brake.
Yeah, it's
who's
Con's purple at the moment at sector 2 by just under a tenth. So final corner for him now. He could be in line for divisional pole here. We'll see if Brutal in front of him, Steph So Steph goes straight to the top. There it is. Con.
And Con.
Nice
So
lap.
Yeah, is Con? So Con's filling in, I believe.
I feel like he is. I feel like he's Div 3.
Yep. Wrestler moves up with a 29. Spoke goes better. Hodes goes better with a 28.9. Almonds with 31.0. Palmer. So they're all coming in now. A lot of setting their betting times, but no one's going to get another lap. You're looking at 20 seconds left of the overrun time.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to figure out who he's in for. So yeah, Con is Div 3.
Yeah, he's Div 3.
So
probably get told off from Tombo soon.
So see, that's a Baker Boy. I haven't seen Baker Boy. So he's the championship leader at the moment. So Con's big shoes to fill in for Baker. So yeah, I'm sure you can kick them off whenever they're ready. But very good quality there. Second, separating the top 8. And then I think 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th did have a little bit of just not as clean a run as what they were hoping for.
Yeah, howdy from the guys at the Bathurst 12 hour there. Hope you enjoyed the dry and wet, moist Bathurst track. But yeah, let's hop on board. I don't know, maybe Brutal in 4th?
Okay, let's do it. I'm on bumper cam for this.
So I can already see what brake bias apparently they're on. I've got that glitch on my screen.
Oh, he's got the 2 TDR guys in front, the 2 Dan boys behind.
So yeah, you got a bit of Constantino. It's always a bit of Constantino here. Everyone looks like they're getting through nice and good though. Little Spoke with a wheel off onto the right there. Yeah, slippery hill. I think he's going to be a bit of an issue here for some. He's bouncing around a bit. He was warned about it. Wrestler, unfortunately, does the damn I'm going off the track version. So he won't be liking that. I'm not sure if he got pushed or not, but he will need to get going after that.
I can see if we've got a replay. I'm not too sure if I've got it in time, but we'll see if we can cut and... No, I think he's just got on the... I might have come too late, but I think he may have just gotten a little bit wide.
Yeah, so everyone's... Oh, someone on my map's going all over the place. Hodes is...
Hodes is...
What's going on there?
Tombo season 4 and 5 right now. Oh no, there is carnage. Carnage at the corkscrew. I think that's time for another replay on that.
It's all happening here. What are you teaching those damn drivers, Dale?
Oh, I don't think I've been on enough to teach them anything. So Broken Spokes in 6th. Hodes is disconnected. So Spokes... Well, Armands I think is coming a bit hot. Hit Viper's Fang. And then there's just carnage everywhere behind. I could be wrong on that. Didn't have the best view, but yeah, it was a bit of a someone into someone type of deal.
Yeah, so everything's kind of calmed down now. People have assumed single fire. There's a few little gaps starting to form, but Stefko's got his head down and his lovely purple there on second lap. well done. But yeah, first there. Brittle's about 6 tenths back there. Then there's another little group there between Con and Troy. The Drive 25 boys having a little bit of a bump.
Great Wall of Con has returned, and it's to his own
Yeah.
teammate right now. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah,
Troy's
so-
not going to like this.
Oh, it was a little tap there, right at the point where Con was unsettled, which
no.
puts Troy back a couple of tenths, and the eel just goes, yeah, thanks Troy, I'll take that. You guys can battle instead of working together. And yeah,
Don't mind if I do.
yeah.
Oh, Con's flashing the lights, flashing the hazards. I'm not too sure what's going on there. But yeah, Slippery Eel's bouncing around a bit, so it's going to be hard to tell exactly where he is for Troy and Con.
Yeah, it's really hard to watch Eel with his skipping around, but Troy's just got to keep a cool head here. He's got the run past Eel on the outside. Is he clear coming down into turn one? He's almost clear.
Eel's getting
I
the
don't
slip from
think
Con though.
Eel's going to lift. Eel's gone deep. Little bit of a tap there. Yeah, it's going to be one of those ones where Troy may have to just force him into a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Troy sees though on the screen if he's moving around so much for him as well. But meanwhile, that just gives Stefko and Brutal, they're just, well, Brutal back to Con now is 4.3 seconds. So these two are just coasting away. I think Brutal's just in that position where he might try and stay in the slip, might try and save some tyres. Medium's the last thing, probably 14, 15 laps, but you're starting to get down to worn territory by the end of this race. So maybe you're just going to try and hold on to that draft a little bit, save tyres, and then attack maybe at the end of the race. But Stefko, the great driver is, even without practice, he's knows what he's doing. He's probably going to drive to the gap and keep it nice and smooth. That's one thing that Stefko is really good at. So I'll get off that Stefko train right now. I know Dodgy's probably cursing me from the mountain, go and stop talking about my driver. But
So
yeah,
you're saying he hadn't had a lot of practice then, so you're saying a mistake is likely, especially if we do keep talking about him.
No comment. Anyway.
27.880, that is
So
flying.
Con's got to slow down here for 1 second, so, and he's taking it that lap.
Oh,
So
no.
that gives Slippery Eel the position, so Slippery Eel up to 7th. So Con's made a mistake there, because he was up in
Well,
3rd or 4th, wasn't he?
Slippery Eels had an issue too, because they've also lost spots to Almonds
Oh,
and Wrestler.
Vipers
And-
tried sending it at the last second to try and make advantage of that, and has got past semi-clean. I don't know why he's flashed. Yeah, not sure if it was the cleanest move, but now Con's out of rhythm. Yeah, he just needs to get that rhythm back and drive fast like he was before.
Yeah, he's got it in him. Race 2 will be his.
Yeah, so what's the closest battle on track? We've got Wrestler up the inside of Almonds into the King. Shows really nice IQ, even though he was fully up the inside there. Yeah, he could have easily kept his position there, but nice racing. They both live to fight another day. And
Almonds
well,
spun it.
I didn't mention his name. But yeah, Wrestler, that's like when I raced around here, it was more about if you're matching someone's pace or there or thereabouts, you just gotta. It's a very hard track. It's so easy to put a tyre wide onto into the sand here as well, and you lose 4 or 5 seconds. You lose momentum. Your tyres are dirty, and yeah, it's not a great track to have dirty tyres on. So Almond's come back on right around the Slippery Eel, so that's our closest battle on track right now. Followed with Spoke just behind.
Yeah, and Viper's Fang just trying to range up a little bit too. Spoke's got a lovely run through that corner, but again, it's just hard to tell where exactly the Slippery Eel is and whether he's putting the nose up the inside or not. So it's going to be hard for Almonds to defend. It could be quite tricky.
Yeah, well, the battle's on here, the side by side. Almonds has got the track position. You don't want to be out in the Melbourne City either.
Almonds gone off.
I don't know
Saved it.
how has they saved that. that's, yeah, Armin's well done. And then plays the smart card with dirty tyres, just files back in behind. But yeah, Viper's now laughing and going, well, that's made me catch up. So now Viper will look to take advantage and maybe look at Spoke and Eel ahead.
And Bozza up the inside of Con into the corkscrew as well, so they'll be side by side coming down it. Lovely defensive driving there by Con, but he's back on the outside for the little sweeper down there. So we'll see if he can hang it around the outside. Tires in the dirt a little bit, but
yeah, that's again one of those sections of the track where it's even this early in the race, it's so many marbles there. You're better off just tucking in behind if you don't have that track position. And yeah, live to fight another day. But now he's 1.2, so Con just got to get a nice rhythm going for the rest of the race, and yeah, look at starting possibly pole if nothing happens ahead of him. But you never know. These 4 or 5 in front are yeah, not holding anything back, so he could take advantage of anything ahead.
lovely Spoke, just take past Fang into the right-hander.
You got that battle between Spoke and Viper, so that's probably what we'll hang on here. But just to give people a rundown, you got Stefko that's up to a 3.3 second lead over Brutal. So he's liking that at this point. Lap 6, about to complete lap 6, so yeah, 4 to go. He can almost just drive at 95% here and bring it home for TDR. And then the same kind of gap back from Brutal to Troy, so that's your podium. They're almost looking set. Everyone's really spread out, bar yeah, the Eel to Spoke. So
Although Wrestler is catching up to Palmer a little bit as well, so that might be something for the final lap where those two might meet.
yeah, so it's what, almost 2 groups of 3. So at the rear. We'll see how we go. Stefko is the untouchables right now. 127.8, very good lap for mediums. Viper's putting his nose probably where it doesn't need to be.
He saw the
Spoke's,
gap and
yeah.
he went for it. Oh, he's hit the sausage maybe a little too hard. He saves it though. That can be disaster, hitting them too hard around that corner, so good job there.
Yeah, he's in the fang it sandwich, Spoke. I feel sorry for him there. Slippery Eels, with this battling, has managed to get away from Spoke by about 1.1. I wonder if they're in chat too, the fang it guys. Because Viper initially probably was going, well, you know, if you can maybe balk him, you never know what team owners can do. They're a different breed.
No comment.
Meanwhile, so I've just had a Beagle knock over my ginger beer. Thanks, Beagle.
Oh, disaster. Absolute disaster.
Yeah. But, what we got? Oh, so the battle is more so now for Almonds and Bozza behind. So, yeah, Bozza's filling in. This week I've forgotten who it was for, even though I put the form in. Yeah, Packer. So yeah, Bozza's first. Is it Bozza Div 3? Or is he one of our reserves?
He's Div 3.
Yeah, Div 3, yeah,
Div 3.
sorry. So he's jumping up into Div 2 for the first time in a while, I think.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's got Armand all over the back of Armand's. If you can keep this up, it's just got to find a way past it. Again, it's hard to pass here. You've really got to set it up, and as you said before, force a mistake as well. So, could be on though.
Yeah, and depending on what view you drive, so some guys might use the bumper cam, some might use the bonnet cam. Not sure if anyone does in the like the chase cam. But I know for me in the bumper cam, it was really hard when you're behind someone to, especially like here, Captain's Kink, to position your car nicely. I think you, Dale, heard in our team chat. Oh,
Armand's just hit the dirt, and he's gone.
Very easy to do.
Oh yeah,
very
definitely.
easy to do. You're not the first, and you won't be the last, Almond. So maybe he's looking at lap 8 now. He's went, you know what? no con. I want pole position for race 2.
So Wrestler's actually within half a second of Palmer now. He's already closed that gap. He's getting about 2 seconds the last lap, second half, and he's right there again.
So Wrestler's been nice and consistent too until he caught up to Palmer. So because he had that spin all going right on the turn 2 or 3,
Yeah.
lap 1. So he's had to just pick his way through the field. So he's going good there. But Palmer's no easy feat. Palmer's a really good driver as well. So again, you may be 0.4 of a second behind, but it's really hard to follow here. You almost need to, just put your nose out. Show your lights. Maybe give them a little flash, and then try and just make the driver drive with their rear view mirror instead of eyes forward, and make a mistake that way.
He's driving pretty smoothly right here. Tire in the dirt from Palmer as he comes up the hill there. Loses a bit of momentum, but again, it's not quite enough.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, especially coming up through Captain's Kink and into the corkscrew. If you're not side by side, it's no point leaving your car there. So these guys are driving nicely. Yep,
Shows the nose.
Wrestler's coming off the back of a penalty 2 rounds ago for showing his nose too much. So I think he's probably learnt that you need to be up with wheel to wheel. We do the B pillar rule at turn in, so hopefully he remembers that one.
Final lap though, can he do it? Turn 1's probably the easiest, but I think he's a little too far back here unless he really sends it.
Well, you staying with those guys there. I'm just going to go. So Steph goes 3.5 second lead, so he's just driving to that gap there. And you got 30-40% on your front right, so this is the point where a little mistake could happen, but
Oh, he's pushing,
I'm gonna jinx him.
He's a tenth behind.
Brutal in second with a 2.5 second gap back to Troy in third, and then back to these two here.
Shows the nose is Palmer. Is that Palmer going a little bit wide there? Wrestler is currently up the inside.
Yeah, so Palmer get off the throttle, nicely, and tucks in, tries to get the run up, but hits the sausage. The old red sausage.
It's taken a clobbering.
What do we call it, the Kransky? Might call it the Kransky.
Let's do it. Alright, I might just jump on board with Stefko then as he's coming up to the final quarter here.
Yep, oh, that's just been Eels just had a big moment out of the Captain's Kink. There's 2 cars around.
Okay.
Spoke. Yes. I think there was, at one point he was side by side with one of the Dam drivers. I caught the end of it.
We'll see if we can get to a replay here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Spoke was involved in that.
So Slippery Eel is up the inside. And they both just go wide. Eel and Spoke go wide. And then
so it's kind of like tandem crashing, was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
But I said it earlier, Con and Almonds, although they had those big mistakes with 2-3 laps to go, anything can happen, and they picked up a few spots there.
Yeah, Con's lost his pole, is in 8th. Almonds comes back for 9th, Eel for 10th, Spoke for 11th.
So Stefko's put down the benchmark for this race, so congratulations Stefko and TDR. I'm sure your boss is happy at the mountain. So we go through the results there. Team Dodgy Racing, Stefko first, ex-TDR driver, Brutal with Fangit in second, and Troy third.